Ever crushed your bow on the way to a hunt and wondered if there's a better way? Today we're revealing the best compound bow case that protects gear, cuts stress, and makes travel effortless. Welcome back to the channel. Stay with me for honest reviews and real value. Grab your top picks naturally through the links in the description below. The number 5 product on our list is Smasrob Bow Case. Most bow damage does not happen during the shot. It happens in the careless minutes before and after, when protection feels optional. That is the quiet problem many archers face, trusting thin covers that look fine until a cam gets bumped or a string rubs raw. Smasrob Bow Case answers that worry with structure you can feel the moment you load your bow. Thick internal foam and a soft lining cradle the setup, while padded cam slots and internal straps stop shifting that causes hidden damage. The water-resistant outer fabric adds peace of mind during travel, whether it is a dusty range day or a damp morning drive to the woods. Storage is where this case quietly stands out, offering a long arrow pocket for full-length arrows and multiple accessory pockets that keep releases, tools, and gear from floating loose. Exterior attachment points add flexibility for those who carry extra pouches or like a personalized setup. Carry options matter more than people expect, and switching between top handles, shoulder carry, or backpack mode makes long walks in crowded parking lots easier. Compared to basic soft bow bags, this design feels more deliberate and protective, though it does not offer the hard shell rigidity some airline travelers may want. This case fits target shooters, bow hunters, and anyone transporting their bow regularly who values organization and everyday protection. Zipping it closed brings a small sense of relief, knowing your bow arrives exactly the way it left, ready for the next clean release. At number 4 is CVLIFE Bow Case. Most compound bows get scratched or knocked long before they ever miss a shot, and that usually happens during transport, not practice. Many archers underestimate how much damage comes from weak bags that flex, sag, and let gear shift around. This is where CVLIFE Bow Case feels refreshingly practical. The tough outer fabric resists everyday wear, while the soft padded interior cushions the bow against light impacts that slowly ruin alignment. Inside, cam pads and securing straps keep everything steady, which means less worry every time you load or unload. Storage is handled with intention rather than clutter, offering dedicated space for accessories and a separate pocket for the quiver so nothing presses against the bow itself. The lightweight bill makes carrying feel effortless, especially when switching between hand carry, shoulder strap, or backpack mode depending on distance and terrain. Compared with thinner, soft cases that offer little structure, this one feels more protective and organized, though it does not aim to replace heavy, hard cases meant for flights or extreme travel. That trade-off keeps it lighter and easier for daily use. This case is a solid match for beginners, recreational archers, and range shooters who want dependable bow protection without extra bulk or cost. It keeps practice sessions smooth by reducing setup time and eliminating small frustrations. Closing the zipper brings a quiet sense of relief, knowing your bow is stored safely, ready to perform the moment you are. The third one on our list is Legend Bow Case. Most bows are damaged when nothing dramatic is happening, just a short drive, a crowded range, or one careless bump, and that is why serious archers rethink how they carry their gear. The Legend Bow Case is built around that exact moment of risk. Thick internal foam and a soft lining wrap the bow in quiet protection, while internal straps lock it in place so it does not shift when terrain gets rough. Storage feels deliberate rather than chaotic, with space for arrows, accessories, and cams laid out in a way that saves time instead of stealing it. The main compartment holds a full compound setup with ease, and padded cam protection adds another layer of reassurance during travel. Build quality shows itself fast, from reinforced stitching to tough zippers that do not fight back when you are in a hurry. Carrying comfort matters more than most people expect, and the backpack style straps spread weight evenly, making long walks to the range or trail feel manageable. Compared to thinner soft cases, this one feels far more protective, yet it stays lighter and more flexible than hard shell alternatives used for flights. That balance makes it ideal for hunters, dedicated range shooters, and weekend archers who move their bow often and want organized archery storage without unnecessary bulk. There's a sense of calm when everything is secured and within reach, letting focus shift back to form and release. Packing up feels less like a chore and more like a ritual that respects the gear you trust every time you draw back. On number 2 is SOPOGER Bow Case. Most bows are lost to small mistakes, not missed shots, but careless transport that slowly eats away at strings, cams, and focus. That is the gap many archers feel when choosing a case that looks fine, yet fails under real movement. SOPOGER Bow Case steps in with a build that feels ready for real terrain rather than showroom shelves. The water-resistant canvas and shock-absorbing padding create a dependable shell against rain, dust, and sudden bumps, letting you move from truck to trail without hesitation. Inside, smart organization keeps chaos under control, with space dedicated to arrows and accessories, so releases and tools never drift into danger zones. Anti-slip straps quietly do their job by locking everything in place, which means fewer surprises when you unzip. Carry comfort changes the experience more than expected in switching between backpack carry and hand. Carry helps reduce strain during longer walks. Compared to thinner soft cases that flex too easily, this design feels more structured while staying lighter and easier to handle than bulky hard cases meant for flights. The trade-off favors mobility and everyday use over extreme travel scenarios. Size options add practicality, allowing archers to match the fit to their bow instead of forcing compromises. This case suits beginners learning care habits, bow hunters moving through rough ground, and range shooters who value fast access without clutter. Closing it up brings a subtle sense of relief, knowing your bow is protected not just from damage, but from distraction before every clean draw. Now moving to the last one is Silfrae Bow Case. Most compound bows are damaged far from the shooting line, usually during transport when protection feels secondary to convenience. That is the silent frustration many archers face before investing in a serious bow bag. Silfrae Bow Case answers that problem with a balance of structure and mobility that feels thoughtfully designed. The foam-padded interior surrounds the bow with even protection, while internal cam pads and fixed straps prevent shifting that slowly throws equipment out of alignment. The durable canvas exterior resists water and tearing, which matters when travel includes wet grass, dusty roads, or tight storage spaces. Access feels effortless thanks to a smooth double-ended zipper that opens wide without forcing awkward angles. Storage is practical rather than excessive, with an external arrow bag and accessory pocket that keep releases and arm guards separated from the bow itself. Carrying options add flexibility, letting you move between handle carry, shoulder carry, or backpack style depending on distance and terrain. Compared to thinner, soft cases, this design feels more reassuring during regular travel, though it stays lighter and easier to handle than heavy hard cases meant for flights. That makes it a strong fit for range shooters, bow hunters, and recreational archers who transport their gear often and want dependable everyday protection. Choosing the right size ensures a secure fit without wasted space, adding to that calm feeling when everything is packed. Zipping it closed brings a quiet sense of readiness, knowing your bow arrives protected, organized, and ready to perform when the moment matters. So guys, that brings us to the end of our video on the best compound bow case you can buy right now. We've carefully covered a range of options designed for different hunting styles, environments, and budgets, so you can choose with confidence and avoid wasting your hard-earned money. All the product links are added in the description below, so take a moment to check them out, compare features, and pick the binocular that truly matches your terrain, game, and personal needs. If this video helped you in any way, whether it saved you time, cleared your confusion, or helped you avoid a bad purchase, please hit the like button. It genuinely motivates us and tells YouTube that honest, no-nonsense gear content matters. And if you're serious about hunting gear and outdoor equipment, make sure to subscribe. We've got more in-depth reviews, real night testing, comparisons, and practical tips coming your way. Thanks for watching, stay safe, happy hunting, and see you in the next one.